Jelly.
Oh, you're just jealous.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, you're just jealous.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's going, baby. It's almost that time. That time
Ooh.
for holiday cheer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Gotta love the
welcoming
holiday
in
cheers.
the holiday season with this Doc cider. Apparently
It's the
upstate
holiday season.
and all that jazz. Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I can't even complain about listening to Christmas music because I haven't really been going into too many stores. So
I mean, that's true. That is a very solid point there.
if I'm not playing it myself, I don't have to really listen to it, except I went to this thing I told you with my kids yesterday. They have this Jones Beach like lights festival thing.
Yep.
Which is basically you're driving on a parkway, you reach an exit, you get off the exit, you wait, and
For
you
a
wait
while.
for a while.
Yeah.
It's like you're crawling in bumper to bumper LA traffic for like 45 minutes. Then you drive up to a booth. They scan your ticket like they do at a concert. You drive through, and it's this big festival of lights thing.
And you like tune into like the local radio station. Right?
Yes.
So it's like kind of playing music in tune.
So that's
with,
where
like,
I got
you
my
are.
Christmas music fixes through that
Nice.
event last night.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's a decent drive, and then you have that little like stop off break for the bathroom / hot chocolate.
Yeah,
if you want.
yeah.
Did you go in there?
That was open. We didn't go in there. We
Oh,
were just
man.
dying to like leave at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd use the bathroom when we went that because after that long line, it's like,
Dude, it's long.
Yeah, but no, it's a fun little time. It's good. It's good to do with the family with a car full of people. It makes the price like worth it.
It was nice.
I went with like just my wife, and it was not as like I feel like the cost effectiveness is like out the window. You really need like to pack up the car with kids. And
Yeah,
stuff
it makes
like,
sense
We're
to
going.
do that. Yeah, let's go, lights. And
Yeah.
it's funny because parents all of a sudden forget that there's like any rules to the road whatsoever. We were driving and right next to us, and Megan said there's a baby, basically. Not an infant, but like say a
In
1-year-old or a
someone's
2-year-old in the car, like the driver's seat on the lap.
Yeah.
And it looked like the baby was driving if you're not really paying attention. So Megan looks over, she goes, "Oh my God, is that a baby on the the guy's lap?" I'm like, this is what people do.
Baby, get off the streets. It's dangerous. I'm selling crack.
Go get your license, baby. Get your license. Drive, monkey, drive. Dude.
Dave Chappelle skit. Remember that? I'm selling weed.
Yeah. Oh,
shit. Guy bag to calm down.
Dude, I do remember that. But we had that guy who had the baby on the lap in the driver's seat. We had another group, a few cars down, that had the kids out of the top of the sunroof.
Which is that's a solid move right there. Got to do it.
Yeah.
If you got a sunroof,
if you're gonna break the law, you got to go full fledged.
Because you're crawling though. It's not like you're going like full speed. Like this is like a
very
crawling. Tame crawl. Like this is the time to do that. Granted, I probably wouldn't put the baby in my lap in the driver's seat, but like I've seen it in like the passenger seat for sure. Like the parent like holding.
I know, man, but how many times you just experience life when things go off the rails and unexpected, right?
Well, I guess I feel like
you just know there's that dad that had one too many before he left the house, forgot about it, and then it's like, oh no, off the road.
Well, then that's a piece of shit right there. I guess I feel like the driver in these cases like doesn't get as good a show because I mean, if you should be driving. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
That's just what it is. Like, it's just not good. Like, you're
now. I'm not making any judgment for those folks who like to have their kids get the full experience and enjoy the light show. All I'm saying is accidents can happen, man.
Oh, of course.
And I've seen crazier things occur in my lifetime. So, just saying, be careful out there, kids.
If someone's like, cutting across, like, I get you.
That's all I'm saying.
It's unlikely in those areas because everyone's going so slow that you're pretty buffered with other slow people. But yes, you're right. The crazy stuff has happened. So.
And mind you, the whole point of the light thing is you're supposed to click off your headlights and whatnot. So
Right.
you're technically driving in the darkness, with exception of the light show, etc., that's happening around you. And it's like, how if you're looking at the lights, are you looking at the bumper
Well,
in front
that's
of you with
so
no lights
that
on?
yeah, that's the problem. As the driver, you get a crappy show because you really can't be looking at the lights. You need to be driving. That's like I've driven through 2 of these different events, and I mean, granted, like you take a look when you can, but
Yeah, but you got to notice things first, and then you got to tell the kids, "Hey, look, it's Santa Claus
I
riding
mean, no, I'm
a
not doing that. It's
crocodile."
not like I said. You need someone else in the car to be doing that. I'm not pointing what's on the road because again, I'm driving in that case. Like that's not my. I'm not going. Oh, look at that over there, because then you're not paying attention,
Either
and
way,
that's
that was
how
the
things happen.
joyful experience I had the other night. We spent more time in the car on
Yeah.
the way, bumper to bumper traffic, until the actual event happened. And the
Yep.
actual event took maybe 25 or so
Right.
minutes,
Hmm.
and we were out of there, man.
Yeah, it's like a 2 to 3 hour wait if you're getting there in a bad time with enough people.
And
Yep.
Meg goes, "Well, I came to this a few years ago, and I don't remember it being like this. We just
I was like,
drove and we
how
came
long
on
is
a,
it? How long's a few years ago?
I
I
don't
was
know,
gonna say like
18,
10 years ago.
19. No, not that long. 18, 19.
No way.
But
Then she
like,
must
yeah,
have went
all of
earlier in
Long
the day.
Island crams into
Yeah,
this one little
she
section.
must have went early in the day, like right at like when dusk is happening. Because when it's dark out, that thing is crazy. Every year, it's been like,
Yeah.
oh, 2 hour, 3 hour wait every single time
Oh,
for years.
I don't know if it was 3 hours. It was definitely a solid hour.
It depends on the closer you get towards Christmas, it gets way worse for sure. But like I've had coworkers gone like every year. It's been at least like 1 or 2 people in my office will be like, "Oh, I made I made a terrible decision."
Yeah. And you know me, I got to be the grumpy dad who's like, just so you know, we're never doing this again. You know that, right?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you take a break. You gotta wait like a few years, and then
Yeah,
it's like,
agreed.
"Oh, I forgot how bad this is. Let me remind
Yeah,
myself."
I forgot how terrible.
You
Oh,
know,
why? Why did I
it's
agree?
like going to Disney World. Like I feel like you go and then you like get like horribly your wallet gets like completely
Oh,
rigged,
yeah,
and like
siphoned
you have a hell of a few days. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, let's not do this for a while.
once every
I'm
10
sure you
years.
all love it. I don't care.
So what about you, dude? Any special holiday events going on right now?
No, not really. We're looking forward to having the family over because last like 2 years, pretty
It's
much
been
did like a
quiet,
very
yeah.
small, quiet Christmas, and we usually host. So this will be the hopefully, if everything goes good.
Very nice,
Um,
yeah.
but we're all decorated. I think we're pretty much ahead of the game. We just got to do like a little more cleaning because we usually get like a cleaning person to come around, and they end up getting the flu. So it was
Oh,
like right
jeez.
last minute. So I was like, so we're now scrubbing ourselves
Oh, God.
just to be
It's like a third
presentable.
world country, scrubbing your own
Yeah.
floors.
Well, like we maintain, but like you usually like to get like a good deep clean, especially when you're gonna have like family over and
Yeah, I
stuff to
hear you
host.
when you have a lot of guests.
Yeah. So and it's just like, like I wasn't looking forward to doing this. So okay.
Well,
But
that sounds fun
yeah,
and
man.
festive.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else too crazy. Like I said, it's been mostly low key lately in general, trying to get everything packed. Like my parents usually leave right before New Year's, like usually like the day after Christmas. So like they get all their stuff ready to go because they're snowbirds. So they go
Yeah,
down.
so they head down south.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice seeing them. But it's like I get it. You get that like real nice warm weather
Oh,
in the
yeah, I
winter
mean,
and
there's
stuff.
no
It's good.
comparison to the weather here and down there, man.
Yeah.
It's torture up
Hmm.
here in the winter.
Yep.
And the older
Yep.
you get, the creakier your bones get.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Absolutely.
This is now renamed the Old Man Podcast.
No. We're just
Cruising off to the retirement
Yep.
home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't really have much of like a set agenda for this evening. We're kind of just figured we'd shoot the crap a little bit and just talk about
Shoot the
whatever,
breeze. Yeah, man.
because why not?
We haven't even spoken too much lately, so this is the first
Yeah,
time of it like really catching up.
that's
And we're gonna
true. Yeah,
do it
you
with
were
with,
sick
with
for
the
a little
rest
bit, right?
of the
I think I was
listeners, so
sick.
that'd be good.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had
dude,
like
yeah.
we were like each like competing with like I'm getting better, I'm getting worse.
Yeah. I'm getting worse. Now my wife's
So
got it.
yeah, it's
Oh,
tough
dude.
with the kids and this time of year. Like it just everyone Everyone starts
I'm
going
telling
down.
you,
It's like,
man.
oh
So
crap.
it starts the second week of September after the kids go back, and then it sort
Hmm.
of concludes in January with everyone coming
Yeah,
off of like a World War III situation of different illnesses. My God.
that's funny. Yeah,
But
but
doing good
yeah. In the
now, thankfully.
meantime,
Knock on wood.
yeah, I think like I've been trying to get my gaming in when I can, which is nice because it's tough sometimes. Like I haven't really been touching my Switch in a while, which is a shame because I do
Mm.
like take the train, and it's usually a good opportunity. But
Did you get
I've been trying to
Metroid or
like,
no?
no, I didn't get that. Yeah, I did not feel like jumping in. I still have like several other games that I
I
haven't even
know,
touched yet.
man.
Like I have Outer Worlds on the Switch. I actually lent it to a friend who beat it and gave it back to me.
Nice.
So it was
Nice.
like, okay. But yeah, actually, funny enough, lately, I'd been playing a lot of Persona 5 for a while. I
That's
have
good
like
stuff.
I was looking at my save file. I have like 200 something hours in that game put in. So it's been like the one I was hitting the hardest, and I'm new game plussing it to try and finish off a few of the trophies
So how long did it
because it's
take you to get through the first go through of the game?
like 197 hours.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I did like everything very thoroughly.
Okay.
Like I'm sure you can
Sometimes it's
go
nice
through
to
it
just
quicker.
not be in a rush and crawl
Yeah,
through
well,
a
that's what I'm
game.
saying. I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I completely understood what everyone was saying. Like we didn't actually do a podcast on it, because you I think only got a chance to like what you started it
Yeah,
for a
just a
second, and
couple
then
hours. Yeah.
yeah, because the beginning is very weird. Like even doing a new game plus, like I'm kind of just like letting it skip through the commentary because I'm actually gonna play it again, which is I'm in psychopath at this, but I got the Royale edition, which is like they added a bunch of nice features to it.
Yeah.
And the game is that good that I'm willing to go, again, having already 200 hours in currently finishing vanilla version, and then I'm going to jump into the Royale at some point because it's very good.
So
I'm
what
enjoying
exactly
it.
did they add to that? It's just
They
bells and
added,
whistles, like
it's
aesthetic
like
things.
they added, I think, because like you play through like a school season, and I think like it kind of ends in like around Christmas time, and then like kind of like after that, I think the game is kind of like in its like denouement of like you beat the game and like it's like the story
Ooh, a
finishing and
school
then
term.
that's it.
The
Whereas in
denouement.
this one, I think they added another term after that, and it's like another dungeon, another character, and like it looks like they added like, almost like kind of like Chrono Trigger with the dual text. It's like something similar to that. Like I said, I haven't played it. I just kind of saw a quick video on YouTube of like I think they called it like a Showtime ability, where like you have two characters like team up and like do some like wacky stylish move.
Yeah.
So seems cool. And I don't know if they added any more personas per se, but there's definitely like the DLC is like the cost of another game if you wanted to get like everything right now combined. It's like $60, which is
Wow,
insane.
is it?
Yeah, like I was looking online the other day. They have like a free one that comes with all the DLC from the vanilla version. That's free. And then they have like a ton of DLC. It's like costumes. It's like nonsense, really. Like you don't really need any
I'll
of this
give the
stuff.
industry credit. They really figured out this DLC game to where they release a base game where most are happy with it, and you
Yeah.
just know that there's some usually major. It depends if it's a major title. You know you're going to get at least one or two major DLCs with it.
Yeah. I feel like um costumes are always like fair game because it's not necessary to play with any of that stuff. It's just kind of like a what you prefer. So if you want to spend a few dollars on like having your characters have a different outfit or something, perfectly fine. Like funny enough, in my current playthrough, like with the free costumes that I had, they had like a Christmas costume. So I have everyone in like Christmas gear right now running through the
Hmm.
dungeons, which is just hilarious to me.
Some of these free-to-play games, I mean, I hate to use Fortnite as an example, but it's just a great example of giving out a free game, and they make more money
Yeah.
off the
Yep.
downloadable content than they ever would
True.
selling the game itself, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
It's just amazing to me.
Yeah. I mean, it is
Like my
impressive.
son has over 200 skins in Fortnite, and he like doesn't
Right.
play a ton. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's all about
But
collecting those.
you had to pay for all those.
I paid for a couple. My parents, give him gift cards for his birthday and stuff like
But that's
that.
what I'm saying. But like they all had to be paid for. Like there's no like free ones you
No,
can
which
earn.
it's the way it's set up quickly. It's just a season pass. In each season pass through the season, they give you I forget the number, 8 to 10, say, unlockable skins and other perks. There's a lot of stuff in just the season pass. So to buy anything extra, and the season pass like $8, and then
Okay.
anything extra is pretty expensive. Honestly, it's like 2,500 V-bucks for like a pack where you get a skin, a back bling, glider, and a pickaxe. It comes with most of them. Or you could buy individual skins, which are like 1,500, but it all adds up, man. I mean, that's crazy
Yeah.
money.
Oh yeah. What like how long does the season last though?
A couple of months, like a quarter, like 3 months.
Okay. So you're really picking and choosing because I'm sure they come out with a ton of skins in that time. So you're picking
Well,
what
what they
8
do is they have
in that.
promo skins that everyone recognizes. Like last season, they had the Mandalorian, and then they'll have
Right.
like 7 skins that are just Fortnite skins.
Okay. All right.
So either way, long story short, it's just amazing to me, like the money
Yeah.
makers that some of these free to play games are.
True. Yeah, I think was it Genshin Impact is like another one that has got very popular.
I
I
haven't
mean, it
heard much
looked
about
very
it
cool.
lately, but when it first came out, it blew up. I
I mean,
remember.
I think it's still like it's funny. Like I think when it first came out, like John and them were playing it, and then my sister's daughter, like her and her friends are all into it because I guess they're into anime stuff. So
Sure.
it's like it's crazy. Like that's like like I didn't think it would go that young, but I guess of course like we're old bastards. Like like it's got to be popular with someone, otherwise what's the point? Same thing with like
Yeah.
Fortnite. So, but yeah, it
Well,
seemed okay. Like I didn't hear anything bad. Like it seemed like there was a lot of stuff, and like I know there's a lot of characters, but I'm just like I don't even want to. I didn't even feel like jumping in because I just know
yeah.
like a lot of those free to play games, like it is gotcha.
Oh, for
They don't
sure.
call
Yeah.
like it's
Once you get
gotcha game
hooked,
for
it's
a
like,
reason.
oh, I can
Yeah,
get this skin, or oh, I can get
yeah,
this mount, or this whatever.
yeah. Just no, thank you. Or like I don't know if it's like you need to pay to like be able to even do things in the game like craft or something like that. Like I think Genshin might have been something similar like that. So it's like, no,
I'm
no
sorry to
thanks.
laugh in everyone's ears, but like it just the thought of having extra little bits to craft and paying like
Yeah.
real cash money for that. I'm
Oh,
just like, oh,
yeah, it's so bad. And like the time, because that was the same thing with like Final Fantasy 14 when that first came out. Not what it is now, because right now I heard they really turned that game around and like a lot of people are loving it. But when I bought the original one that came out and it was a whole bunch of us playing, and I just remember, and like granted, like this is coming from us that played Ultima Online, where we would literally use our lumberjack skill to like chop wood and mine, all that kind of stuff. Like we did that, and we were doing the same thing, but in Final Fantasy 14, you were like doing this because you had to wait. It was like you couldn't just go fight because there was like a cooldown for like I guess certain quests and
oh yeah,
stuff.
like power
So
hour. Like you
kind
can
of
gain skill for an hour,
right,
double
or like
time,
I
and then
think
the
it was
rest of
like
the time it's just dulled down.
well, I think like the skill, like the quest would just need like a timer. So like you could either just grind like rando mobs, but like it wasn't cost effective for your experience gain. So in the meantime, you would like try to level up like whatever like profession skill. And I remember it was like me, John, and another guy, Tom, and we were all like chopping the same tree, but it wasn't like UO chopping where like it was like you got like I feel like that you chop a bit, you got wood and like it worked out fine. This was like you were chopping and like you got maybe like a piece or two and it was just like and I remember just sitting there
Just
and like it was like
unproductive
guys
chopping.
yeah and it was like guys like
What are we doing?
we're yeah like we're cutting a tree down but like it's not even gonna get chopped down. Like it's just I was like this is like what the hell and like I think I quit like right after that day. It was like this is so
I can't do
disappointing and
this.
like
Yeah.
they changed like even like because coming from like 11 which granted the like the way that game played was very confusing. Like WoW really did like streamline a lot of things as far as like making it like very easy to like play click things and like which is annoying because a lot of games just end up becoming like WoW clones as far as MMOs.
Yeah.
But like Final Fantasy 11 took like a lot of time just to even get used to like how to like walk around. It was like good and bad. Like I've seen Pro Jared did a very good video on FF11 recently that kind of made me step back and be like, oh, okay, this game they really didn't like lead you like on a leash. It was kind of like meant for you to explore. But like that aside, just to even like learn how to play the game, like what do I do to like even get my cursor on a thing? Like that's too difficult. It shouldn't have been that hard. But coming from that, you still had black mages, white mages, like standard Final Fantasy stuff. Whereas
Yeah.
14, they tried to like reinvent the wheel by like making brand new things, like Colosseum, like a fight, like it just like things that didn't make sense, and it was like this is dumb. I didn't like how that was. You were confused, and they blew up the world.
Yeah.
Long story longer, they just were like, yeah, we're gonna nuke this, and we're gonna try again.
Yeah, I know Ward got into like Final Fantasy 14, the MMO one.
Yeah.
And
Well, 11 was the MMO, and then 14 is the current one.
right. So he got into the 14 and put in, I saw like thousands of hours into the PC version of it. And I was considering getting it for PS4. I was like, dude, I know you enjoy
It's
this
all
game.
the same.
Should I
They're
get it
all
for
connected.
PS4? He's like, in short, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? You put thousands of hours. You obviously love this game. He's like, yeah, but for PS4, you know, he just likes the, I guess, the point and click aspect.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a silly opinion of that. Like that's clearly a PC user going over. Like I played it on the PS4, John's, I think. It's the same game. Like it's literally just however you choose to play it. It's the same type of game. Like I feel like there was nothing different other than
Is there
how you.
PvP in that game or not really?
I don't know, to be honest. I would think there was, but I honestly couldn't tell you.
I felt like that was
It's not like UO.
the
I can tell you that.
the pull in to a lot of those old school games.
Yeah.
These MMOs, whereas like the PvP aspect, like
I feel
everyone
like
can play the main game or quest lines or what have you. But like the challenge of it was to fight other players and see, you know,
yeah,
who's
I
better.
don't think you could just like fight people in the wild like UO or WoW. It's more like I think you would like enter like the arena or the Coliseum or something, and
Okay.
like you'd have like a team battle or some nonsense like that,
Sounds
maybe
boring.
a one-on-one. Yeah, exactly. It's I'm saying it's not the same.
Hmm.
So, but no games are like that. That was a very specific. I feel like that was a very specific time in our lives that was nice, and that's it.
And it's dead now.
Yeah, it's just not really going back. You could go back for the nostalgia, but it's not what it was.
No. I mean, it hadn't been what it was. UO specifically hadn't been
True.
what it was, and you know, after like
I don't know,
99 and 2000.
Yeah,
that
well, we
was
went
it.
on like we were playing on those like the what do you call those, the homebrew servers, like
Yeah,
someone
like
had like the private ones.
the player run shards.
Like I think we did one that was the
They've got good ones now, but
what did
it's
they do? The one we played on a lot was the one that was the one where they had the paladin skills and stuff. It was
Second
like
Age.
not. It was, I think it was wasn't Second Age. There was one after it.
UO Forever.
No. It was still
Older
Second
than that,
Age.
you mean?
No. It was Second Age for sure, but I feel like there was like one more like advancement, and that's where they added like the paladin skills.
Well,
and,
the
like,
whole problem was the trammel and separating the worlds.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes. Well,
Like-
I'm saying that was there because you could go into that, but like it was those extra skills that were just a little bit strange. Like you could be a warrior, but
Well,
also
they
have
added
like
stealth.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we played on a server with that. Remember we had that nice villa on the beach?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. Like that was cool.
As
And
if
then
we had a
ended up
real one, right?
Right.
We had a
Exactly.
villa on the beach, on
But
the
it was
Digi Beach.
like even like to have like not like just not a standard house in that game was like mind blowing because
well, there was
house
finite space. Yeah.
Yeah, in like the original, it was impossible. Like you literally could not get a house. Like it seemed crazy. Anyone that did was always like,
Well, if you
either paid
paid,
a
you just
crazy
paid
amount.
millions in
Mhm.
gold.
yeah,
And it got to
Yeah,
the
it was
point where
nuts.
people were buying the digital currency. See, we should have known about Bitcoin back then. When people were selling digital gold for real
Yeah.
life cash.
Yep.
Telling
well.
you, man.
What are you gonna do? But then we did that other one with Brett and them that was more Second Age, like the
That was the Second
the
Age server, I
pre-Trammell.
thought.
Yeah, no. There was two. Remember that one? Like they kept doing rollbacks and stuff, and we ended up like getting like upset from like.
Oh, that's right. We do all kinds of
they-
stuff.
But you remember?
And
the
then you'd
end of the
log back
night-
into the server and everything you
Yeah.
had just done would be gone. Like, no.
Yeah, that was really upsetting. But the only thing I did like about that other server though was they used to have that hour before the server was going to shut down. It was like
They
PvP
gave you a
chaos.
warning. That's right.
Yeah, I
But that
remember it
was
was like,
fun.
yeah, it was great. That was awesome. Like that was
The
like
no
I think
repercussions
yeah,
PvP
you would
mania.
just go to fight in town. Like it
There would
was
be
literally like, okay,
tournaments, remember? In the
yeah,
graveyard?
it was absolutely amazing. And like would log back in when the server reset to none of that happening. So it was like
It's
it was
all
literally
wiped,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, it was mayhem and it was wonderful. And I love that. That was like the best thing. You'd be at the bank just murdering everybody. And there would be no repercussions. Like, okay.
Yep. Getting nostalgic for those days, man.
Yeah. But again, that was it had its drawbacks, but we did
All right,
enjoy
so
that.
let's bring it back a little bit. Let's talk about we talked about Christmas. What
Yeah.
have you been playing lately? Let's talk about what you've been playing lately.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely on our Diablo 2 kick for a bit, and then I think you started getting sick originally, and like we stopped playing that entirely, and then I pretty much dropped off playing that for a bit. I had to take a break. I
Yeah,
was
you
like
played a
playing it
lot more than
nonstop.
I did.
I played it on the Switch, and the PS4/PS5. Like I had it on all three of those, going pretty good. And then just I was like, you know what, I need to take a break.
They did
I
a
was
nice
also
job though.
getting
I enjoyed my time with it.
yeah, and it was I was liking that every now and then we would be able to chance to hook up, but and then it just our schedules were not aligning, and you weren't feeling well, and then I
It
wasn't feeling
happens.
well, and yeah, so I was like, all right, whatever. But I played with John a bit. I played with Bobby for like I think once when it first dropped, but I played with John a few times on the Switch, which was cool. And after
And
that,
that played nice on the Switch too.
oh, it plays great, absolutely fantastic. It was like I would have bought it on the PC. Funny enough, like that is probably the one you really should get it for because apparently there was a lot more games. It was a lot easier to like get things. The PS4 and 5 for a while couldn't get any kind of people joining games. Like
Yeah,
it
you
just
had
I
more
would
problems with that than I did. I had one day where it wasn't working, and then the rest I had no problem.
I don't know if it was just the like the quests that I was clicking, but I feel like I was clicking popular ones and just I don't know if it was just my hour I was playing. I don't know. And then I feel like it got better in more recent times. I think their servers were being jacky and they just weren't like letting you connect, even though it says it was like
Mm.
searching. I'm pretty sure that
They were
there was
probably
something
just
on their
having
end.
issues, but it
They
seems like
totally were.
it shook out though.
Yeah. And then recently, other than Persona 5, they had that update to the Skyrim for the PS5
Yeah,
come out.
man. I was gonna
I
bring it
remember
up.
you jumping on that. Yeah. And then I
The
was like, you
10th
know what?
anniversary
I
edition.
Yeah, because I bought it last year just because I was like, I want to own this on the PS4. Like, I feel like I love this game. I have
Sure.
like a few editions on the PC, but I'm like, I want it on this. And then the fact they were like, hey, a free PS5 upgrade, it was like, well, I guess I should play it on the PS5 too.
Yep. And it's nice to have the actual PS5 version. I had it crash on me once so far, and that's without
Mm.
even mods. I was just playing the standard game. I tried survival mode, and
I have not tried that because it's not as good as the mod I had on the PC for survival, but
okay.
it
Well,
was
I was trying it, and it is challenging, dude.
yeah.
Because
The cold is
the
the biggest
weather
problem.
gets you. Then you have a problem where you have to eat every 5 minutes. It feels like,
Yeah.
and it
I feel
actually
like
works
there's
out
so
because if you
much
don't
food.
eat, there is, but you have to every time you sleep. Like you can't level up and just spam leveling up. I guess like you could with
Oh,
some of the
okay.
skills.
Okay.
So they make you sleep overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, you can upgrade your character.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All
So
right.
what it does is it really stretches out the experience, right? Like you're
Okay.
not
Fair enough.
blasting through storyline after storyline. Then there's no fast
Mhm.
traveling, so you have to physically travel from place
Oh,
to place,
yeah, you gotta
contend
go
with
to
the
Riften right
weather.
away.
It's actually honestly a different game, and I had a lot
Mm,
of fun with it, but I did have to turn it off. You could flip between, turning it on and off, which is actually convenient
right.
because there came a point where I just wanted to fast travel to a few different places to get the quest going.
I
So
mean, you can they still even though there's survival though, they have the stagecoaches, don't they?
you can use those, and I
Yeah, I was
did.
gonna say that's
You
really all
can.
you need to do. And you just gotta get the Riften right away, get Frost, and then you have a horse.
Yes, but that's where my game crashed. I didn't get Frost. I didn't do those missions by
Well, I'm saying just you should
Riften or
just do
anything.
that right away.
I bought a
Go right to
horse.
Riften. Oh yeah, no, you get Frost for free by just grinding again.
I know, but I bought a horse, and you could add armor to it. So I added like steel plated armor
Okay.
to the horse. I was traveling from Whiterun towards Rorikstead, I guess,
Okay.
because there's a little farm like you with the
Yeah.
DLC. You have different like new home areas that you can not even purchase. You just sort of come upon them through quests. But if you do the
Okay.
quest, it becomes yours. So there's one farm out there, where you do that and it becomes your farm.
So not the house building places. This is something else.
It's not the Hearthfire.
Okay.
What is it called? Is it Hearthfire?
Yeah, I think Hearthstone or something
Hearth,
maybe.
yeah, whatever it is, that
Yeah.
thing. It's not those. These are different properties.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's one up in the mountains. There's a lot of different ones. I so far discovered
Interesting.
like 3 or 4 of them, and
But it's
they're
it's
nice.
it's DLC though,
I think it's part
or
of
is it a
the
mod?
anniversary edition, unless it's part of the upgrade, the free one you get on PS5. I'm not certain, but
Oh,
it could be
maybe.
part of the anniversary edition, and it's not even a mod. It's just like I guess it's a mod, but it's built in to the
Huh.
game.
Okay. I wonder if
Um,
I'm curious.
so I'd have to look it up to
And you
determine.
just get to own it, or do you have to like do a quest and then
You
you get
do
it
a
or something?
quest, and then it becomes yours.
Huh. Okay.
So one, you have to fight the NPC that lives there, kill the NPC, take
Of
the
course.
key, and now it's your house. That
Huh.
was one of them. Another one is the farm one. You go to the farmhouse. You talk
Okay.
to a bunch of ghosts that show up out of nowhere. They tell you their horrible story. You do a mission, and it
Hmm.
becomes your farm. And then I
Good
have
old
Lydia.
ghosts.
Yeah. And now I have
Of
Lydia
course.
tending the farm. You hire farm hands. So you literally have 3 or 4 guys walking around your farm tending to the
I'm
crops. But it
here
looks like,
to carry your burdens.
yeah. And these guys just basically stand around. They're supposedly farm hands. And they
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
like those, yeah, what do you call them? The like sleeping bags, like
Okay.
out in the
Yeah. Yeah.
field,
Yeah.
where at night they literally have a fire and there's like 3 or 4 sleeping bags around. I'm like, damn, that's rough living. They don't even have a tent.
Yep.
They're just
They're
a
they're
sleeping bag by the
your
fire,
serf.
and that's it, man.
Your indentured servants. Work my
Yeah.
land, you peasant. My house
Just give
Carl
me
gets
my
to stay in the
coin.
big house. House Carl in the house only. That's it.
Right? You get to
That's
sleep with the
funny.
chickens tonight. I'll allow
Yeah,
it.
that's
I'll
it's
allow
funny.
it.
I feel like it's the one thing I always seem to do, and I don't know if I'm just like lazy with it or if I just like her, but I like always just keep Lydia around with me, and I never hire any of these other people around
Oh, I get
because I'm
bored.
like,
Yeah, I usually leave her to
oh, I
tend to the household, whether it's one of the actual houses
no,
or
I
these
just
new
keep her
places.
around because like I'll deck her in like decent armor. She's your pack horse because she could just
Yes.
carry everything infinitely.
Yes.
Did that change in the survival? Did they like eliminate that, or can you still load her up?
You can load up the NPCs, but you are very limited.
Yeah, yeah, that I know for sure. But yeah, that's never changed. But like it's just funny. You could be like, here,
But that would
carry
just be too
like
much. The game would
1,000
be
pounds worth of
Yeah,
things.
it would be too challenging. You would just be
Yeah.
leaving everything behind everywhere.
I
So,
mean, that was Fallout and stuff. I mean, although I don't know if you can overload your NPCs in that one. I don't know if they I never tried that. Probably could do the same. It's probably the same engine. You probably could.
right? Just load them
I would
up.
just leave everything because I'm like, I don't care. Whatever.
Fallout. I didn't play a lot of Fallout. Like Fallout
Yeah.
4, like Brad was big
Yeah.
into it.
3 was fantastic, but like 4 looked very nice, but it depends. Like I know everyone always talks about New Vegas
New
being the
Vegas,
best
yeah.
one, and I never played that one.
I played a
It
little.
looked
It's
very
pretty
close
cool.
to 3.
You know what New Vegas reminds me of? Outer
What's that?
Worlds.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what
Same
was an
style. A lot of
inspiration kind of
talking
thing.
and NPC stuff.
But that's all Fallout. I mean, Skyrim's the same way though. It's just you're not using guns, you're using, medieval stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I just I going through this with Lydia this time though, I like just give her like whatever, and I find that like all my staffs I give her, and then suddenly she's coming in with like dual staffs, like burning people, and I'm like, wow, you're like
Nice.
kind of a mage all of a sudden. Like, I'm gonna let you do whatever you want.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm
You end
fine
up
with it.
finding magic weapons that are just ridiculous.
Well,
Like
I
the
always make my
staffs
own.
of conjuring and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that stuff's like garbage in my opinion because I'm about to hit 100 enchanting, and then I got to just finish up my smithing because then you make like the best item, and then you could put 2 enchantments on it, and you need to like make like crazy alchemy gear to make yourself a great enchanting potion so that you
So,
can
well, since
enchant.
we're talking about the game, what character have you been maining? Like, what kind of character are you using?
Just I did a one-handed sword run with some magic.
Okay.
Like I mean that's ultimately what I always do is like some sort of a weapon and then like some magic.
Like, believe it or not, I never finished the Dragonborn DLC or any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
I've never even started that.
That's what I mean. So like
Yeah,
I'm trying
there's
to
so
do
much to
that. So
do.
I'm building a Nord character that's just block
Yeah, I'm a Nord.
one-handed. The only
Yeah,
magic I
I
use
was
is
doing
healing.
shield and I feel like I kind of just started dropping it because I'm like there's like I'll put it on to do that bash move where you like
Yeah,
kind
it
of
doesn't get
stun
good
them.
until you really level it up.
Yeah, but I'm like it honestly it's not necessary because usually I have the one hand is a magic thing, whether it's healing or I'll do the soul tap because I need to do the enchanting.
Yeah.
So I'm usually popping that, and then I'll put on the wards so that if they're doing magic, you're like
See, I
blocking the
never
magic. Because
use
I never
those.
did that before.
I never
I never
use
did
those.
either. But like I did the mage guild thing, and I'm like, this might actually be useful, and it totally is. Like once you see them starting to cast something, you just pop that on. You take no damage because I'll
Yeah.
get like my life will fly down if they start like burning you. So you just hold
Yeah, they
that for a
do.
second. And then I have like one-handed maxed. So like you do like your decapitating or it's like a chance to decapitate with the one-handed. And I've been using there's like that one quest you get like the Dawnbreaker sword, you know
Yep.
what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where like it does like if you it's like an undead or if it's like a Daedric thing, they like explode.
I don't know if
It does
that's the Meridia's Beacon one. I don't recall, but
Yeah, I think it might have been that quest, yeah, where you get that like sword at the end, but
yeah,
like you like pop like an undead or something, and like the thing does like this crazy explosive thing, and like
that's
anything
right.
nearby that's undead
Yeah.
goes on fire. So I'm
Yes.
like, I'm using this weapon because
Right.
this is amazing. I got that super early, and that's been my thing until I can make something amazing. Granted, that ability is amazing though. I don't know if you can really top
Well, the
that, but
ability
I'll
to
do more damage.
improve magical armor and weapons is really helpful. You need
Yeah,
that like enchanting.
60.
Yeah,
We need 60 smithing. Yeah, I'm about to hit 60 smithing because I
I'm
like kind
not
of
there
stopped.
yet because I was doing
Yeah.
survival mode for so long.
Well, survival mode, yeah, really it sounds like that really limits you a bit. I just got sick of running around trying to make gold rings and stuff because you have to like there's a very specific way to level it easy. You need to go to like northwest of like Whiterun. There's like a little like mining spot, and in there there's a quest called Transmute. It's
Yeah.
like a little spell book, and that turns iron ore into silver ore, and then silver ore into gold ore. And like it just takes a ton of mana. So you have to like kind of pop. I just pop that as I'm walking around the world. Like I'll just wait for my
Yeah.
mana to heal up and just pop that. So all my iron ore I turn to gold. Gold ore you can then turn to gold ingots, and then gold ingots make you 2 gold rings per one, and
That's
that
pretty good.
levels your yeah you levels your smithing like crazy, and they sell for a ton. If you throw enchanting on top of that, you sell them for even more, but you need to
Yeah.
get all the gemstones. So it's it's a bit of a work, but yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, survival mode sort of changes the whole thing. So you really
Yeah.
can't spam a ton. You can a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still did the Fendal glitch thing where you hire
Right,
him.
I do that
You
for everything.
yeah, you work up your
Anytime you can
skill
like
to 50, and then you sort of say
yeah
goodbye to him.
yeah you kind of need to stop. The gold gets a little hard to pickpocket at that point. You could still do it, but it's rough.
Well, with Fendal, you just take it out of his pocket.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like, so I think with combat skills, you can't train any higher. Other skills you can go higher than 50 depending on the person. Like you could do like speechcraft higher and stuff like that. But like once you hit, I think it's really once you pass like level 40, the level like the amount of gold that you're paying them is like heavier in their pocket, so to pickpocket it is tough. So
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
like you just like you could do it, but like you're gonna fail a lot. So a lot of reloads.
Well, yeah, and then you have the
Or they're gonna
alteration one
fight
with
you to the
the
death.
the muffle skill where you just muffle over and over again.
Oh, I don't think I bothered with that yet.
That's an easy one, dude. You should
Yeah,
try
that is
that
an easy one.
if you
Yeah.
use alteration.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't yet. Um, I don't know. I'm still not sure what the best restoration spell is. If it's just healing or if like fast heals better. Like I haven't really found a good
Fast
one.
heal's better if you have the mana. It's much better.
But it doesn't. I don't know. I don't feel like my level gain is as much. But maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not doing enough.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you gain the skill
Because like
itself.
the healing, you're like constantly casting it, but I don't know if it's like such a weak skill that you're not gaining the skill. I don't know. I'm not sure how
I'd
that
say
one
for the
works.
first 25 levels, you might gain better off of regular healing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm in like I think I'm in like the about to hit 40 maybe on restoration, and that's been slow, but
Yeah,
it's
well,
helpful. It's helpful. I've
sometimes you don't
killed
have
so many
time and you have
dragons.
to use potions.
I feel like this run through, I've fought more dragons early than I ever remember having.
Oh, you know
Like
what
I'll
I
show up to
noticed
a town
also?
and they just like pop in, like, all right, I guess I'm killing this thing now.
You know what I noticed also? You remember, like, before this edition came out,
Hmm.
they would do the Dawn Guard, and then you would get to
Yes.
level 10 or whatever it was, and then the Dawn Guard quest comes, the guy comes and
Yes.
talks to you. And then you have to deal with some huge initial overrun of vampires coming in.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
happens is the damn vampires kill all the useful NPCs in Whiterun.
Oh,
So
really?
you need to go kill the vampires before they kill all the important NPCs in town
Oh, really?
in the middle of the night. Yeah, so
Huh.
it's annoying. I mean, I
You
don't
know
think,
what? You
but they
have to
fixed it.
start.
That's the point. Is I think they fixed it
Oh,
because it didn't
because
happen to me in
I
this run.
haven't I haven't spoken to the Dawn Guard guy yet. Like I have that
That's the
quest,
thing. I
but I
have. I haven't gone
oh
there, but
I've
that
been
doesn't
avoiding it
matter.
because I
This would
recall this
happen
being a
before
problem.
going. This would happen before going.
Oh,
You
really?
talk to the
Okay.
guy, and like later that night, they come.
Yeah, I don't even think I talked to the guy because it says like talk to the Dawn Guard. Like he's in every town.
Yes.
There's a guy, so I haven't talked to any of them because I'm like, no, I know it's coming.
Well, he finds you. I mean, he just walks up to you and says, "Hey,
Oh,
the
oh, I
Dawn
haven't.
Guard are back,
No, no,
and you
no,
have to
I
help
haven't
kick
had.
us. Kick
Yeah,
our
I haven't
asses
had
or
that
kick their
happen, which is
asses."
funny. Yeah, that has not happened. I have seen the arrow on the door being like, go in here to talk to the Dawn Guard guy, and I'm like, nope, I
Hell
ain't doing
no.
it. Ain't gonna do it.
I never had an experience where he didn't just walk up to me and now I'm in the quest. I mean,
Oh,
you have a choice
interesting.
to not go, but you
Right,
have the
but
problem of
yeah,
the vampires
yeah,
stalking and then murdering everybody.
yeah. I think I'm halfway through the what do you call it? I'm doing like the Mage Guild quest. I'm like halfway through that, and I just got like that stupid what is it?
Well, what was the main just for restoration you were doing? What else were
Oh
you
no, no,
using?
oh
Destruction?
no, I wasn't even using spells. That's the funniest thing. Like that you could go through that quest line and like other than the initial spell they make you cast,
Yeah.
you don't need magic. They don't make
Yeah,
you do magic in
but
that.
it does help it, those quest lines, if you are using magic, it is helpful because the college is right there and you get to talk to all those NPCs where
Yeah,
you
I
can either
just
learn magic or
yeah. Other than healing myself, I use like no other magic other than the soul tapped, which honestly I could just make a soul tapping weapon, but I don't want to recharge it. I'm like lazy.
yeah, my guy was like warrior to start and to for a while is going to be. So like I started the what is the White Run group that are the werewolves?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Why can't I think
The
of it? The
companions.
companions.
Yeah.
So I started that, but then I veered off to just do
Mm,
side missions for a while just to level up.
nice,
So when
nice.
I go back to that, I can really level up a lot more of the warrior skills and all this. So by the time I'm done with that, I'll be ready for the Civil War missions.
Right.
So I
Yeah, I
started
feel like
those, but now I'm going to go
I
back to
feel like
companions.
it's Skyrim is one of those games that's so notoriously glitchy at times that like I
Of
don't
course,
know
yeah.
if things have been fixed or if my
It's
game
just
just
not
glitched
glitching.
certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I went to Markov, I did that stupid when you drink with that guy in Whiterun and you end up
Yep.
there,
hmm
uh, and I did that quest out of order. I never
Is
even
that
went
the
to go find that guy.
Jabberwock or whatever? You get the
Uh
Jabberwocky.
oh, I don't know. I didn't finish yet. It was the one where you had to like talk to the guy. He was supposed to give you a staff, and
That's the
like
one, the
you end up
Jabberwock staff.
okay. So I just randomly ran into that like hag raven that you married
Yep.
drunkenly. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't even know I was on this quest. I guess I'm killing you now. But I was in town and there's that whole there's like something going on where like they try to kill you for finding out that they're those like crazy wild people, the wildlings, whatever they're called in this.
Oh yeah,
You know what
the
I'm talking about? Whatever they're
Forsworn.
called. Yeah, the Forsworn. There's like that group of Forsworn in Markov that try to like kill you for finding out
Yeah.
who they are.
Well,
And
they
there's a
always
guy
come
that
after
like
you, but yeah.
is supposed to kill some lady in the main square, like as soon as you walk in. Like that's like part of it. Like they like give him a note say killing her. But
Yes.
I killed everyone involved except he's just standing in the square now, not killing this lady.
Oh
So
no.
I'm like, is this just not popping? Because I did this out of order. It's really hard to tell. And I'm like, I'm not just waiting around the square to see if this guy murders this lady.
Dude, that's the worst. When
Yeah.
you like can't finish a quest because some
Well,
ridiculous crap happened.
there's no quest line involved. Like I've killed everyone. Like they're done. But this guy is, I think it's just part of the thing. Like you know he was told to go kill this lady, but I don't know if like he just doesn't go through with it because now everyone involved is dead, or is it glitching? So she's
You'll
still
find
standing
out.
there. He's standing by like the melon cart or whatever, or the tomato cart, whatever it is, and just like, I'm not waiting around here. I'm going. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you might as well just start another mission and see what happens. You come back,
Yep.
things will be
Oh,
different.
I have so many. Like literally, I have like all the quest lines popped on my thing, so you just see like the
Yeah,
things
Brad.
everywhere.
Brad tells me he doesn't do that. Like to me, I acquire as many quests as I can, and I just go
Mm.
through them. You know.
Yeah, I try to. If I see a few in an area, I'll try to do them all,
Yeah.
and this way I'm like kind of doing them. But I mean, if you do one at a time, you certainly can follow things
But with the
more
side
cohesively.
quests, though, they don't list them in any particular order in
No, they
terms of,
don't. It's whatever you've currently done last will be on top.
Oh, is
So it's
that it?
always,
Okay.
yeah, it's always in like
I didn't realize it
the
was
minute you do
chronological.
something, the miscellaneous I think just stays wherever it is in the list. I don't know if that changes, but the main quest line, if you update one, it'll jump to the top again.
Oh, see, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it
Sorry
did
for everyone who's like, Skyrim is so old. Why are you guys still talking about it?
that. Hey,
This is
we
not a
have an
Skyrim
excuse now.
podcast.
We have an excuse now. They
Yep.
came out with the
Yep.
deluxe, deluxe
We
edition.
will always talk about Skyrim if we can.
So
This is
good.
just a fun game. A fun game.
I can always
But
go
yeah,
back
maybe
to
this
it,
time
man.
I'll meet that giant dragon. Like I've never done the main quest line in Skyrim ever. I've done
Really?
dude, I've done everything
Well, I
else.
haven't done the DLC, the Dragonborn DLC, but I
Yeah, no.
completed
I
the
haven't
main
like
quest line.
I remember I came over to your house like this is years ago now. But like I remember coming in and like was it Alduin or whatever, the big dragon, like the guy that's
Alduin,
on
yeah.
top. Like I'd never met him before. Like I
Oh,
just never
yeah.
even got that far. And I don't think he's that far into the quest line.
Well, he's the one who comes to Helgen when
Right.
in the beginning
Yeah.
when they're about to
Yeah.
chop your head
But
off.
like I had no idea who that was, and like I was watching you do the whole like learning how to like land the dragons. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that would be so much easier. I never got that shout.
Well, you talk to Parthenax, I think, where, he's another dragon and he's sort of, you either can kill him or you befriend him or what have you.
Right.
And then he just tells
Yeah.
you, the story of the Dragonborn and,
Exactly.
all that good
Exactly. I
stuff.
never did any of that. But I'm like, I've
Wow.
always been like fighting these
Oh,
dragons
you got to
the hard
do it, man.
because my first playthrough, I was a stealth archer, as everyone
Yeah.
who's played Skyrim
Yeah.
has made. To the point where I got so good
Well,
at it.
you can still
I
be
had to-
that and complete the main
Oh,
quest.
of course you can. I'm not doing.
And since you keep killing dragons, you have all those stacked up
dude,
dragon
so many,
souls.
Yeah, so many. Dude.
So when you walk into these caverns and you get the new shouts and stuff,
Oh yeah,
you'll
pop
be
it right
ready
on.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's unfortunate though? I'm finding everyone but the ones I want.
Oh, that happens.
It's always like, I mean, really, I don't know if there's an upgrade to Whirlwind Sprint. I don't remember if there is. I think it's just the one. But like, I want the main shout. Like, I still have only one level in that.
Well,
so that's useless.
Well, no, you should get the second level once you go up the mountain and talk to the Greybeards, I think.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, you're right. They give you level 2, but there's a third level. Have not found that thing.
Foos Road.
Because that's when it's worth doing. Yeah. Because all the Drager.
Yeah, the
overlords
third one
do that
makes a
crap.
big difference because then you
Yeah,
start
it's huge.
launching guys.
They start
yeah.
flying.
Yeah.
It makes it so much fun. But I think that and the cold breath one. That's the only useful one. Like you kind of slow the enemy down a little bit.
Yeah, so that's my oath to you all listening now. I'm going to make sure Sean does the main quest.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna. I would
It's
like
got to
to
happen, man.
see it this time.
It's got to happen. And
But-
I'm going to
but,
force
like,
myself
but
to
anyway,
do the
that's what I'm saying,
Dragonborn
because
DLC.
I was always an archer. If they didn't land, I never cared because I would just shoot them in the air and they die anyway. But being a one-handed weapon user, it's so much more of a pain in the ass where they're like not like hovering or landing on roofs, and it's like, oh, come on.
Dude, when you fight Alduin, it's a pretty cool scene, man.
That's cool.
It's a pretty cool scene, I will say.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be doing the main quest line at some point. But same thing with the Stormcloaks, and I don't think I even did that one either. It was like like I joined one and then would like just do the other things.
So you didn't get to the part where you raid when you join. Well, depends
Whiterun?
what
No.
side you're on. Oh no.
Yeah, I did not
Oh,
do the
that's
Whiterun
fun.
battle.
It's kind of
Yeah,
awkward when you're like a good friend of the Jarl and Whiterun, and you have a house there, and then you
yeah,
go to Winterhold and bring them back and basically destroy the place you just befriended, and
yeah.
it's pretty funny.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, doesn't it happen either way if you're Imperial or if you're the other one?
Well,
Don't they?
no,
Isn't
because
it
if
like the
you're
same thing?
Imperial, the Whiterun remains with the
Oh,
Imperials.
okay, okay. Interesting. Okay,
Well, that's the idea.
interesting.
You just push into certain lands depending
Mm,
upon what side you choose.
that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
otherwise you
like
end up, I think,
offered
in
though.
solitude if you're
What
the
are you doing
Stormcloak.
here? Shouldn't you be?
Yeah, I
All
love the
these
voice
accents are just
acting. It's
hilarious.
only
Yeah,
like
it is.
maybe a dozen actors max,
Yeah,
but they go all in on the
yeah,
Dawn God,
yeah. It's so
and
good.
it is.
Ulfric told me you wouldn't. I would. That I owe him a drink. I didn't think you'd make it back.
Dude, yeah, that main whatever his name is, Gray
Yep.
Bear, whatever.
Yep.
That guy's good. I do it
You
for
fought an ice
Skyrim.
wraith. Good for you.
It's so cut and dry too.
Yeah.
You're either with Skyrim with the original Nords or you're not. Right? And they have all
Yep.
these what is it, the dark elves that live in their town.
Oh, the
And they're
Falmor? Yeah,
also
those
mean,
guys.
not the Thalmor, the dark elves. And they're all mean to
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and they're like the oppressed people in the town.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like,
Yep.
dude,
Yep.
you
Oh
came to
well.
the wrong place. Look at these
Yeah, he
guys.
probably should move.
They're crazy.
Yeah. Look at these. They're idiots.
It's bizarre though. It's like a tale of ethnic cleansing of Skyrim.
Yeah.
If you really pay
Very
attention
odd.
to it, it's like very bizarre to go that route in a game. But they did.
Oh man. All right. I feel like we've touched on Skyrim long enough. As much as I like
Anniversary
talking about it.
edition, bro. You got
Um,
all that stuff.
I have not get a chance to finish watching Game Awards. Because we probably should at least mention it. But I will say I did see It Takes Two get the the best game.
of the year.
And I played
Which
that with
I've
my
never
wife.
played.
And, oh, it's so good, dude.
Yeah,
Like I was
it
like
looks
really
good.
happy
I've seen
that it
others
did.
play it.
Like I've said, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, it's because it's been a while, but like it is literally feels like playing a Pixar movie.
Mm.
Like it is that seamless and great. And like from what my coworkers that played it were saying, that you're able to like you could own it and you're able to like play with someone that doesn't, because you really do need like that 2-player playthrough. Like I think you could do I don't
Yeah,
know
what
if
happens if
if
you
it's the
play
computer.
alone?
I don't
Do
know
you
if
get an
you
NPC
control
or you get
both
somebody
or
online?
yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it. But you can definitely play with people online. But you really do need like to play both people, and it's a lot of fun. And it was very good. It's a good like family story, because it's like I think the gist is like the parents are like looking to divorce, and like the little girl is upset and like gets them trapped into these two little like puppet things, and it's like them
I feel
going
like this
through
game
like
was so under the radar.
I mean, when it came out, it was like fun, and then like yeah, like because it was like a like a little cheap game, but like anyone that played it, I think very much enjoyed it. Like I did not hear a single person say that they didn't enjoy the game, and I was definitely one of them. Like my wife and I were loving it, a lot of fun. So I just saw that and I was like, I'm very happy that they did win, because I think that guy had some weird press that they were showing with he was like saying like F you to like whatever company like a few years ago,
That's
and now
right.
he's like
Yeah.
winning it.
Yeah.
Like it was very very funny little like full circle type thing, but no, it was good. Like I said, I really have no complaints. I think it was a solid win for them. I made a couple cool things that they were revealing. I've been
Well,
seeing
that's
some
why
other
I feel
weird.
like most people watch. Like, I'm not sure that anybody who's like not a child really, like, really cares about who wins or who loses. Like,
Right.
it's all about the reveals, right? They want to see
Yes.
what's
I mean
next.
that too. I don't know. I like this to see like it is kind of like a popular, like especially if you love a game, you feel like pride of
Well,
like
that's the
yeah like
thing, yeah. Like,
you know
oh, this is my game, it won. For
yeah.
sure. I understand that.
But like at the same time, I'm not like gonna fucking tear the place down because you know, my game didn't
God
win.
award and win.
This is
Ah!
nonsense. This whole thing's rigged.
Rigged. I hate this show.
Oh man.
Tui.
Did you? My coworker pointed this one out to me. I don't think they showed it at the awards. Did you see the trailer for Lies of P?
No.
It's a very strange. It looks like a Dark Souls type game, but it's like, I guess, I don't know if the world's like zombies or just like weird monster creatures, but they show like an old man like carrying a trunk through like a snow like destroyed looking area,
Oh, wait a minute. It sounds familiar. Yeah.
and it's supposed to be like Pinocchio. Like that's Geppetto, and he
The
like,
Lies of P.
yeah, and it's supposed to be like, but like it's him, Pinocchio, like going through like killing all these like weird. I don't know if they're like also toy creatures or what it is, but it's so bizarre, and he has like
It's a
all these different
Pinocchio
weapons
game.
and stuff. But it's not. But like it looks super dark and like crazy. Like
Right,
it looks
right.
like a Dark Souls, but it's like, oh my god, like what a weird concept. But like I'm honestly intrigued. I'm not a huge Dark Souls fan. Like I played Bloodborne a bit, and I
It's like
like the
if Tim
world, but
Burton did Pinocchio.
yeah, kinda. Like I don't know if I don't have no idea anything else about it other than like what they showed. Um and oh man, what was the other one? There was another game that my coworker mentioned. Hold on, I gotta pull this up on my YouTube real fast because I
YouTube's.
yeah he like mentioned it. Oh man, it looked so good. Like it's one of those things where I was like kind of taken back by like how Wronged Us it's called.
Okay.
It's an odd title to even say, but Wronged Us, and it looks like it's like a guy, I guess, going back to like his hometown sort of thing. The people look very good as far as like a modern console thing, but they show a scene of like a house and like a tree in the foreground, like shutters flapping, and it looks like I was like you're standing outside that house. Like it looks like real world. Like it
Cool.
is the most impressive graphics I've seen. But
Is it
again, then you see
VR or
the
just standard?
no. It's a whatever next generation type of game
Yeah, I know
coming
with all
out.
this metaverse
It looks
crap,
like
we're
it's a
sort of
shooter. It
moving
almost
heavy into VR and just,
right.
you know.
It almost reminds me of like a Days Gone setup where like you're kind of like over the shoulder type thing, and it's a gunning game, uh, but like not first person shooting. You know what I mean? Like you're
Sure.
shooting, but it's like I said, Days Gone. But so like the people, like I said, look like it's still a video game, but like very good.
Okay.
Like Days Gone was very good, but like clearly a game. But like the world looked just amazing. Like I was like very impressed by what I saw, and I don't know if it was a cutscene thing or what. Like a lot of times, that's starting to be completely obsolete now. Like most things don't have just a cutscene looking that good. Like the
Yeah.
gameplay is usually that good, but it's tough to get like real folk looking like like realistic in a
Oh
game. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
And
there's
reacting
a
and
level.
acting realistic. Yeah.
It's
I think
pretty
we're on the
close.
cusp though. The cusp.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But like I said, that Wronged Us looked very good. Very, very good.
Sounds
Anything you've been
intriguing.
looking forward to that was coming out or anything as far as like the new year? Being we're
I
2021 is
guess
almost
the
done.
new Final Fantasy game that's coming out looked very well done.
Oh, or like the whatever the Final Fantasy 1 basically.
I guess whatever
Yeah,
they
it's
want to
Final
call
Fantasy
it.
1, but it's whatever they're calling it.
16, whatever it is.
No, it's there is also a 16.
I was
Yes.
talking about 16.
Okay, no, I thought you were talking about the one where like the ridiculous looking trailer where it's like the dude and two other
Oh,
guys.
I know. No,
Chaos.
not that one. Yeah. No.
Because
Not
that's
that
coming
one.
out like really soon, I think, before 16 for sure.
Oh.
But
Yeah, so I mean, I'm
yeah,
looking
16
forward
looked
to
good.
that. I guess I want to say Breath of the Wild too, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I just have a feeling it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I want to play the
Uh,
real PS5 version of Cyberpunk. I'm just waiting on
yep,
that.
that should be soon.
I haven't played it for PS4 because of all the disappointment and just how glitchy it was and
Yeah, I
whatnot.
mean,
I heard people on the PS5 and the PC play through it fine and no problem and whatever.
right. Yeah, I did not touch it on
But
the
I'm not buying it
PS5.
for PC. I'm just gonna wait on the PS5
Yeah,
version.
like I liked what I was playing, but like there was a lot of issues when I was playing it, so I stopped pretty early.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
I
did
remember you
enjoy
telling me, and I
a
was
bit of
just
the
like,
game.
"Oh, that was supposed to
Yeah,
be my first PS5 game to
I
like
know. I
jump
know.
the system off with,"
Yep.
and it just didn't shake out that way, and I
Yep.
was just
Yep.
disappointed and moved on.
I still want to. I wanted to. I have it, but I haven't installed it yet. I have the Ghost of Tsushima. I
Oh,
think
you
I have to
bought
pay
it?
because I have it. I
The
have it on the
director's cut
PS4.
one or the standard?
No, no, I have the PS4 one, so I'm gonna have to pay the $20 or whatever for the PS5 version, I guess. But I heard it was a fantastic game.
It looks beautiful. Yeah.
I was hoping they would do like a sale or something for like that upgrade, and I would definitely jump
Yeah,
in.
they haven't done it yet. I think they want
I
to
see that they I saw you tweet the
capitalize
other
on that one.
day the Final Fantasy 7. Now they're gonna give people the
Yeah.
upgrade for free.
Yeah. After
I mean, I
everyone
already bought
complained.
it. I already bought it, so like whatever. It was
You
not a
bought
huge deal.
Intergrade or
I bought Final Fantasy 7. I didn't pay for the DLC, but I think they're putting the Yuffie thing on sale also.
okay.
So like I would have gotten the free upgrade anyway because I own the disc, but now I don't need the disc if I didn't want
Sure.
to. But you know,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I played the standard version before the Intergrade came out, and I
Okay.
really enjoyed it. It was cool.
I
Looked
didn't beat it.
great,
I didn't get
felt great.
nearly as far. Yeah, I think I got up to I think I got almost up to where Cloud does the drag. Like I didn't even get to that
Yeah,
point.
I didn't complete the game
Yeah.
yet, so I didn't get up to the part that everyone was complaining about and all
Wasn't
the
there complaints?
a lot of complaints about changes in the story.
Oh well, that's. I mean,
Excuse
you
me.
know that immediately upon playing the game. You're like, okay, this is completely different.
Yes.
Like it was very early that was revealed, but I was just like, all right. But
No,
then
people
I
were
just got.
expecting a remaster and they got a remake.
Well, yes, they were. You know, they were expecting it to be the same game, just nicely updated graphically, and it wasn't. Which is fine though. Whatever, it's its own thing. Like I made my peace with it. It's its own cool thing. You still have Final Fantasy 7 being awesome as it is. You know,
Well, honestly,
maybe
why not just go play the original freaking game if you
that's what I'm
really
saying. Exactly.
love it?
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. Maybe one day they'll do something. I hear they're possible. Well, not possibly. I hear that they're got a Chrono Cross something
I heard
in the
in the
works.
works. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a remake or remaster or what. I'm assuming remaster,
I think you're right.
but
I don't think they're gonna remake that game
I
unless
didn't
they
love
want to
that
add to
game.
the series. You know?
Yeah, like I didn't love that game, but they might be able to do something in a
People did
remake
though.
that'll. I mean, a remaster that'll.
That's one of
It's
the
just to
games that
me.
people call like the goat of
Oh,
RPGs.
God, it's totally not though. It's definitely not.
I'm just saying.
I remember like Ward really getting into like there was like a stupid debate going on with like who was Janice in that one. Like it's between Surge, the main character, and this other guy, Guile, that was like a weird looking dude. And I just remember like the whole thing was just so dumb. Like I just don't see how it could be Surge by any means
Mm.
because it's very odd. Like I don't know. From what I played, it did not seem that would be it, but whatever. We'll see. I just remember like the debates online with like trolls and stuff was just like, oh my god, like this is so stupid. But I don't know. They had so many characters in that I think that's what kind of made it stupid. Was it was almost like they were going for like a mix between like Chrono Trigger and like Suikoden or
Yeah.
Suikoden, however you pronounce that game.
Sure.
Where like Suikoden's the same thing. Like there's just so many characters and most of them are dumb. Same thing with this. There's like so many, and like you could have a character you like, but they're just a terrible character. Like clearly, there's better people that you'd put in your party. You're only playing as them because you like the person. You know,
Yeah, man.
I don't know, just very dumb. So
Well,
we'll see what they could do.
I feel like once people fall in love with these games, they get very precious about them, and then
Sure.
you know.
I'm very disappointed that they're sticking with that title for Project Triangle though.
Yeah,
Like
it looks
I
great
cannot,
though, but it
but
is
I
a dumb
can't.
title. I
That's
agree.
the title. Like
Yeah.
that's like Project Dolphin was for the GameCube. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
that's not what it should be. And they
That
kept
should
it.
be
I'm
like
this is stupid.
that should be like the
Stupid.
code word.
Yeah. Like
the
oh
game.
my god. Like I'm like it kind of irks me a bit because I'm like this game looks so good, and like this title's trash. It's a
Yeah.
trash title. Like they need to pull a last minute one of being like, all right, it's actually this now.
Just kidding. It's actually Legend of
Yeah.
Gaia, Part 2.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Like the Triad War. It's just something.
Anything.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
agreed. I understand where you're
I
coming
get
from.
it. It's three sides, so it's like a triangle. Like, but like Project.
No, this
like,
is
you
the
really
working.
thinking
You
that?
see it in Best Buy. Oh, this is the working
Yeah.
title. I thought.
And it's like no, this is the game now. This is where we're at.
Dude, what's that
So
indie game that's coming out this year?
Sea of Stars.
How good does that look, dude? The
Yeah,
lighting alone is so
that's
good.
December or holiday season of 2022
Oh,
supposedly.
is it? They pushed it back to that, or it was always?
No, it's that's what they announced it as. Yeah,
So it's the end of 22? I thought it was
22.
earlier.
No, no,
Oh
no, no.
man.
They may have said it was earlier I don't think it was ever 2021, but
No, I didn't
they
expect it
said
this year, but I thought it'd be like first or second quarter of
yeah, it
22.
might have originally been that way, but they were like, we want to do a good job, make sure it's good. And honestly, they're still saying like if they come to that point and they think it's not ready, they'll push it back again. But it looks so good. Like that looks like a very nice spiritual successful to like Chrono Trigger style thing. Like just very cool. I'm very glad I kickstarted that one. I'm excited to
Oh,
play it.
did you? Yeah, I did not, but I'm definitely
Mhm.
purchasing it. Looks
I'm
great.
like, I pay like whatever thing I paid for. They have like some weird place you go to where it's like the Hall of Warriors, and like people that like kickstarted it can like make like a gravestone thing, and like it'll like say a little ditty or something. So like I was able to like submit that, so it'll be cool like
Ah, okay,
see other
cool.
people's and mine.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
very nice. Yeah,
Something fun in game.
yeah,
Little,
exactly.
a
Like
little
those are fun
piece.
little things. To it's like I mean you're paying money for it, but it's like you're like this game looked that good that I was like I'm glad I supported it because I felt like it was gonna be it felt special.
Good stuff, man. It looks special. So look forward to
Yeah,
getting my hands on that. Obviously, you do
yeah,
too.
but it'll be like a year from now probably.
Don't say it, man. Not a
Yeah,
full
yeah.
year.
Unfortunately, I think as far as like a PS5 game though, the new Horizon Zero Dawn I think is like February. Uh, you didn't play the original of that, right?
No, no. I'm
Oh
gonna
my god,
play it.
dude,
I'm gonna
that
play it like a month before the new one comes out.
yeah, it's so. I mean, yeah, you should probably get it started soon. It's good. It's a good
Is it
game.
long?
Like it's not terribly long, but like no, I don't. No, it's not too bad. I think you could play through it. It's not like a quick game by any means, but
Under
it's
10
like you get your
hours?
money's worth. I honestly, because I couldn't even tell you.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
it took a few weekends to beat it for me. So because I was only playing it on the weekends at the time.
Yeah, it's usually what I do too.
But it was good. Like this character is awesome, Aloy, and like the world's cool, and just the whole concept of being like you're almost like Native American style people, but like the creatures you hunt are like technology. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's like a very very cool thing with that. But they give you cool like arrows and abilities and stuff, and it was just a lot of fun. So the new one, I'm hoping they do in fact up the ante
yeah. I'm
because
curious
I
to
did
see
like
even
it.
what the controls are like. Because this is
I
one of the
mean,
big PlayStation titles of the PS4
yeah,
generation,
yeah.
and I
Honestly, the
did
only
not play
reason
it.
that I didn't beat it earlier than I did was because it came out the week before Breath of the Wild came out. So I stopped playing it
Oh,
entirely because Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the
And
Wild,
it
bro.
took, yeah, it just I was, and that game was engrossing. Like everyone gets sucked into that. That was like the Switch
Yeah,
seller for a while.
it was. It was. I always laugh when I see the memes online of people saying that every game is based off Breath of the Wild. This is just another Breath of the Wild clone.
It's like, what are you talking about?
It's not even close. Stop.
Yeah, nothing is Breath of the Wild is a clone technically of other things.
Unbelievable. But I will say, I think we're about out of time. I just wanted to wish
Yeah,
everyone a great, happy, and Merry Christmas and happy
yeah,
holiday season. Happy New
yes, indeed.
Year.
Yep,
And you
looking
best
forward.
believe we'll still be chatting video games in 2022
Yeah,
as we
thanks for
acquire
joining.
new video game gold, as it were.
Yes. Yes. Still looking for that
Yeah.
the Steam Deck too. Hopefully that actually
When is that
releases
coming out?
soon. They pushed it back. The global ship shortage is causing issues. So like the people that were
We want
supposed
to
to be able
sell
to
you
get
guys this, but chip
because I
shortages,
was
you
a
know?
quarter one people. So now I don't know if it's gonna be quarter two I'm pushed back to or later in quarter one. They haven't really officially like stated when anything is coming out. I just saw like the box work and all that kind of stuff. So whatever. I have a ton of Steam games. I'm looking forward to being able to play that handheld.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I did
Yeah.
not myself purchase one. Maybe
Well,
I will.
you can't. It's not per. You just put your $5 down is all.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
they'll eventually sell them,
I'm sure.
for retail. I wonder
Yeah.
if it's going to be in stores eventually. I doubt it.
I don't know.
Valve is
It's
just its
probably
own
just
machine, isn't it?
yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
think they ever sold anything in stores. Although I'm not sure. You might be able to get some in Best Buy, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, like their controller or something. I
But
would just
either
think it's
way,
online.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Yes.
all. Enjoy your holidays with your families. Stay safe,
Mhm.
but mostly, don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous. Catch you next time.
Jealous, oh, you're just 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 jealous, cause we're the VG boys, yeah. Oh, you're just jealous, 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 cause we're the VG boys.
Later.